This is a video that I don't normally do, and hopefully it works out okay. This is my Colt 45 made by Cimarron. It's a replica, obviously, of the I think it was 1872. I may be wrong on that. The Frontier Colt 45. I need to polish and put a high gloss on these grips. Why? Because I want to, and I've ordered some emblems to go on here, and which means I need to smarten this up and make it gorgeous. First thing you got to do is unload it, because you don't want to be fucking around with a loaded gun. And thanks to Mr. Hickok 45, you always leave one chamber empty on these babies. Perhaps somebody should tell Alec Baldwin that. So what I want to do is pull the trigger back, pull the gate up. Now I can unload. Now, 5 shells. Gun is empty. Hey Alec, see how an empty gun looks? You know, just like that. It's empty. Now I could just pull it back and pull the trigger, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to release it and gently lower it and close this. Next thing you want to do is undo the screws to get this baby off. There's one in the base, and do note the one in the base is different to the rest of them. It has a thinner shoulder on it so that it disappears up into the butt. Don't know if you can see that. That's a nice thin shoulder. Now the next two you need to get out are these two here in the back, and you will note that their shoulder is thicker. And let me see if I can show you that. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but look at the difference. There you go. Okay. And undo this other screw. I love all these machine screws. Now we can pull the butt off, but do note that there is a spring. Okay, that's the butt off. There is a spring in this little hole here. I don't know if I can... There she goes. So you need to make sure that... Oh dear. Why does this always happen when you're videoing? The spring has got stuck. The piece has come out that is there, but the spring has stayed inside. Oh dear. I'm going to have to get a little hook and pull that spring out, because it am a bitch. Damn it. I'll be back. Okay, this is now sanded down and ready. I will give this a nice clear coat of lacquer. There's a couple of edges there that I'm not happy about, so I'm going to try and restain those, and then we'll clear lacquer that. Now my snakes have arrived. My plan is to put them on the grip here and keep the snake's head kind of central between there and there. And it comes with instructions, which are very helpful, I'm sure. I know what I'm doing, but that doesn't do any harm to read the instructions, even though I am a male. And it tells you the drill size you should use and the best way to achieve the results you want. So I'll be happy to do that. But first, what I need to do is give this a little bit of a stain on these edges here, and then with these pins you make a mark, put it on, make sure of course that it fits as you want, and then a little dibby super glue, and that will be it. I will show you the process as we go along. As I was mentioning about the spring, this is it here. This is a very fine spring, and this is all part of the trigger mechanism. And there is a plunger. I don't know if I can get it out. There it is. So be careful not to lose these when you're fucking around. So that will go back in to that little hole. In she goes the right way round, and then the spring goes in. Okay, and when you put the handle back on, it pushes everything in position, and that's all to do with the trigger mechanism. Alright, so I'm going to put that to one side now. Mit der Bullets. Give this a little sand, but first of course we want to separate it, and that separates thusly, and then you are left with this nice piece of wood that they've finished but not to my liking. So I'm going to give this a quick sand and then a few coats of lacquer and try and make it shiny. We'll be back. Well, it's nearly done. As you can see, it's not the best fit going, but that's okay. It's more decorative than anything else. And as soon as this is set, then I'll put the handles back on the gun, show you the finished product, and you can say it's crap or whatever you like. It, as I say, it does stick up a little bit, and you know, it's more for show than anything else, really. And I got to say that the two pieces, this one and the one that's on the other side, you know, they're not what should we say, mirrored. They're off. They're different sizes. So you know, it's okay, but it's not the best. But hey, you know, it didn't cost me a fortune. I think I paid like 30 or 40 bucks for it, so not too bad. And anyway, then we'll get it back. Go away, you. We'll get it back on the gun, and then I'm going to go down the shooting range and fire this baby. I have had this probably for 6 months now, and I haven't even fired it. It's just been sitting in my garage with me just in case I needed it. But I think it's definitely time to go and give it some exercise. All right, next video, or no, sorry, next video, the next piece will be it back together. Well, I'm going to end this video here. Here is my baby with the Clint Eastwood rattlesnakes. They are not precisely made, so from one side to the other looks kind of different, but I like them. I think they're good, really good. And those smart ones of you will notice the chamber didn't turn. I have to embarrassingly admit I have lost a spring, a plunger and a screw. I have no fucking clue where the hell I lost them, but they make the gun inoperable. I am such an idiot. I don't know why, where, how. I thought I'd get shipped together. You know, here's all the nice, lovely, gorgeous bullets. And I look in the bag and nothing. I look at the Ziplocs I've been using, nothing. I honestly do not know where the hell they went. I have no choice now but to order these parts, and I sincerely hope I can get them. Other than that, I've got a $600 gun here that I can't fucking use, which is not acceptable. I'm sure somebody can fix it. You know, but look, it does. Oh, it does actually turn. Maybe I could still use it, but it ain't right. It needs the screw that I've lost from there, the screw, the plunger, and the spring I've lost from inside. But there she is. She's done. That's how to do it, and don't lose shit, okay? She's a beautiful gun. I can't wait to use her. But I can't use her until I get the bits I have lost.